What's going on, everybody? Mark is back again with another quick video here to talk about the max camera distance zoom nerf, I guess, or removal in World of Warcraft Legion. What it basically was a macro that you could set up to where you can zoom out quite a bit and see the entire battlefield. I was introduced to this by word of mouth by a friend of mine. He's Scumbag Adam on YouTube, and I found this to be instrumental in trying to get a view of the entire battlefield. Now, this video that I've shot here was me just tinkering around in LFR with max camera zoom on LFR Archimond. This is the picture-perfect fight to display why this max camera zoom is really helpful and should not be taken away. I'm playing an Unholy Death Knight, and I'm just kind of messing around, trying to kill these ads and see the whole battlefield. If you see my other videos, you'd notice that that as a raid leader, especially from ranged, you're gonna want to see that. You're gonna want to see the entire battlefield. Here are some excerpts from the blue post that Watcher Dev did, and it is quoted as follows. This is one of the changes that we realize will be intensely unpopular with the group of players that used console WTF CVARs to increase camera zoom beyond what the UI slider permits. For everyone else, they probably won't see what the big deal is, since removing a hidden option that most never used. But for those who are accustomed to an increased max zoom, it's changing the way you're experiencing the game, and in a way that feels restrictive and simply worse. So why would we do that? In a broad range of games, from RTS to action RPG, being able to zoom out and see more of the world around you provides an objective advantage in the form of information. Due to that competitive advantage, camera unlocking and increased zoom distance are features commonly found in third-party hacks for a variety of games. We strongly believe that there needs to be parity in this area between players who are used to the default UI and those who have add-ons or knowledge of hidden console variables. And then he goes, basically all of us started out as playing WoW at the UI enabled at zoom level and fell in love with the world that we now find ourselves here posting on an expansion beta forum discussing the future. At some point we saw a raid video and wondered how they were able to see much of the field at once, or we saw a forum post or got a helpful tip from another player and learned that if you type that macro you can zoom out and never see back. I'm not sure it's fair to say that this level of zoom tears a character dominating the screen or removes any awareness of nearby threats, and he goes ahead and posts the max zoom of what's currently available in Legion, which is further than the default UI, but definitely not as far back as you can see in my video here. I find his logic absolutely preposterous, and I'll tell you why. He mentions that there are add-ons and stuff that make your gaming experience easier and provide you with information that are helpful to you throughout the fight, but yet this is the one that they're going to disable. I don't know if a lot of you remember back in early ICC days, but back in early ICC days, there was a add-on called AVR, and this add-on enabled players to actually draw on the battlefield and draw out where to go. I was stuck on Putricide for weeks until this add-on came out, and we were able to draw out where to kite the malleable goo and all that stuff. The add-on is similar now to what Exorcist Raid Tools does, except you can't actually draw on the world. It just provides, a mini-map of where to go for the Cormrock hands or things of that nature. And to this day, as you can see on my current UI, I've got add-ons that are telling me everything. I've got an add-on right now telling me that Shackled Torment's about to go off. It's providing me information that allows me to do the raid better and to do the fight better and to raid lead easier. If you look at the add-ons for every single guild that killed Mythic Archimond, they have an add-on that tells them exactly where exactly where to stand for Rot and Focus Chaos. They've also got hands with notes at the top of the screen that say, okay, you guys are going left, it's the vagina phase, or the fucked up phase, or left, right, back phase, or things of that nature. The fact of the matter is this: we all use add-ons. If you're a raider and you're not using add-ons, even a DPS meter, you're probably not very successful. Even a DPS meter is giving you information. Even Warcraft logs. You go into Warcraft logs and you can see all of the a replay of the entire battlefield. Right now, as you can see, I'm killing a bunch of ads, and being zoomed out to see everything is important. If I were zoomed any closer, all I'd do is probably see half of Archimond's chest and have his crotch in my face. And that's not really too enjoyable of an experience, especially if you're trying to kill a boss that's difficult. So I find his logic to be preposterous. I think it's a paper-thin attempt to kind of restrict what we do in a certain way. AVR, I can understand why they got rid of that add-on. It was pretty much literally cheating. But of course, Exorcist Raid Tools isn't literally cheating. So I find this to be just another bad design choice. Just like flying, and just like the talent swapping things that we'll have to use, those tomes or whatever that inscriptionists have to make. I don't think this is good for the game to take these certain little tools away from us, because what's next? Where do we draw the line now? Is he going to say, okay, you know what, Exorcist Raid Tools has an add-on that tells you how to do Gul'dan easier or something of that nature? And I'm not excited for this. And I think a lot of this has to do with the assistant game director, who is Eon Hazakostas. And if you don't know who he is, Eon Hazakostas used to be, or still is, the GM of Elitist Jerks. And you can still see some of his old videos before he became a developer for World of Warcraft of him doing speed runs on Zolaman and things of that nature. So you can kind of tell that the way he goes about his development is, he used to be a lawyer. So what he thinks is, okay, I've got this argument that I need to make, and I'm going to have some reasoning behind it. And because I have reasoning, that makes it good. That makes this argument valid, and that you should just listen to me and shut up. I completely disagree with him on this notion. I personally feel that taking this away is in tune of taking an add-on away. Look how much information I've got right now on my screen, just as an Unholy Death Knight. I've even got a little mini-map telling me that I'm too close for demonic feedback. That's information telling me about how far away I need to be from another player. How come that's not taken out of the game? By your logic, it should. So this is just another poor design choice by Blizzard. I still have hope for Legion. I think Legion's going to be great, but I don't like the direction that Eon Hazakostas is starting to take the game with his reasoning. He thinks he's always right, and he's not always right. And this is another clear case instance of him not being right. So thank you all for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe of what you think of the current iteration of the Max Camera Zoom, if you use it, if you don't. And we'll see you guys next time.